mosquito bites everywhere. You guys want to see them? They are everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on my butt, 6, 7, 16, 17, all over my freaking ankles, all over my hands. I itch them all in my sleep, so they're like open wounds all over my body. But that's the least of my worries right now. Shit has hit the fan. Officially. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this video. Shit has officially hit the fan. Miles took out Buddy's eye. I have a one-eyed wiener now. He mauled another dog last week. And he almost mauled a grown man. My wallet's gone. Went to the store, got stuff for dinner, made dinner. Next day, wallet gone. I'm highly suspicious it was Miles because at the farm, he would take all of my things and place them all over the farm. I'm pretty sure he took it off into the woods, just like he does with all my shoes, my clothes. So no driver's license and no way to, I have no money. No access to money except for Apple Pay. So I'm okay because we can get gas. Every gas station so far has accepted Apple Pay, so I can get supplies, water, food for the dogs. Buddy has not seen a doctor yet, a vet. I know some of you are gonna be really mad at me about that. It's been a few days. Woke up in the middle of the night to Buddy being flung through the air in Miles's mouth with Buddy shitting and pissing himself, because that's typically what happens when you feel like you're about to die. I was able to jump up off the couch and get Miles off of Buddy, throw Miles outside, and then when I went and looked at Buddy, his eye was protruding from his face. I obviously started freaking out and started calling around to emergency vets. No one was open in the area I was in, and they were directing me, there was like a hotline that was directing me to a couple hours away. So in that time, I started to think about it, and you know, I was raised in a household where there wasn't a lot of extra money. So if you got hurt, I mean, seeking medical attention was usually the last resort. My dad was trained, like EMT trained. So he typically would, you know, if dogs got hurt, we got hurt. It was like, hey, you better heal up. And then if you like were on the verge of death, then we would go to the doctors, right? It's just how I was raised. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that. So that's kind of instilled in me. So as I had some time to kind of like sit down and get my thoughts together, it was like, okay, well, from my understanding, if he did rip Buddy's eye out of the socket, there is no way to reattach it. The only thing that the vet is going to recommend is we give him x-rays, see if the eyeball needs to be taken out. If it doesn't, then she would want to maybe shoot him up with antibiotics, apply a topical antibiotic drops, and a painkiller. So with knowing that, I was like, well, instead of having to reach out to everybody that I know that already doesn't have a lot of money and ask them for money to save my dog, let's just watch Buddy. Typically, if dogs are in a lot of pain, they're not going to eat, they're not going to drink, then they're not going to walk around. I've seen my animals in pain before. Buddy's eating, drinking, walking. He's not moaning. His eye is completely scabbed over. So my hopes are high that he's going to be okay. However, it's getting to the point now where it's like so scabby, he's not letting me touch it. I'm applying topical antibiotic drops, and he's on Tylenol. He walks around, he goes to the bathroom, and then he just sleeps all day. But yeah, the eye is getting so scabbed over that I just feel like it would help me a lot right now if I could bring him to a vet. It would just help me a lot. No, we're not crying. We got all the crying out. It would. So I thought, you know, maybe they could like give him a shot of something and then clean up the area, like a numbing shot. Clean up the area, get the x-rays done, just figure out what the heck is going on. And then if he does have to have surgery, be able to give him that so that he's not in pain, because I love him. Now, when it comes to Miles, I know that it's like, well, he has to be rehomed, right? The thing is, like, he is only aggressive to dogs that antagonize him. Like Buddy is just constantly growling at him, and the other dog that Miles attacked last week and put a hole in his head, that dog was approaching me, and same thing, like was just constantly growling, and he was unneutered as well. This is just a bunch of unneutered dogs, right? I scheduled the appointment to have Miles neutered. I'm sorry, I was going to schedule it in Ohio, but with the COVID, they were like scheduling these things 2 months out, and I just didn't want to stay there for another 2 months. I need a driver's license. He already chewed up my driver's license back in Pennsylvania, so I already knew that I needed to get a new one, and I'm not going back to California. So the plan is to establish residency in another state. So I decided that I would just, I'm on my way to South Dakota now to get a new driver's license. I don't think that right now I could just be okay with dropping Miles off at somebody's house and be like, okay, here you go, you know, like, it just pisses me off to even think about having to do it. Like, I've put in so much work, and what, now I'm just going to be left with a dog, you know, with a one-eyed dog, a broken laptop that I just got, all my stuff torn up. The safety that he gives me is priceless, and that's why I've put up with so much crap with him. So since Buddy is just healing up and acting, you know, okay, I figured let's just keep on traveling. Let's get to South Dakota. Let's bring Miles to some cool places. And I wanted to just do some things with him in case I do have to give him up. And then we can find Miles a new home, and I can just have those memories, right? Okay, we cannot talk about that one. I just love that freaking dog. And it was a really good addition there for a while, I thought. So it seemed. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, Bob. Yeah. He loves it. You're a swimmer. You're a swimmer. Okay, heal up. Well, you seem pretty chipper. Yeah, you feeling all right? I just cleaned the area about 10 minutes ago. It's on Tylenol, antibiotics.
It seems so meant to be. I still don't know what breed he is. I haven't done the DNA test yet, but it seems so meant to be. Like, I've been saying for years, like, I feel like I manifested that dog. I've been saying for years that that's the breed that I want to get next. I was going to get a female, of course, but... And then just to randomly go to a Walmart when I didn't even need to go to Walmart, it was just so weird. And so it felt like it was supposed to be. And him and Boujii just run together, and he protects her. And when they're out hunting, he just does circles around her. And they just have so much fun, and they get along so well. And with Buddy being like down right now and not antagonizing Miles, it's amazing how well behaved Miles is and how much fun he has and what a great dog he is. But, you know, I've had Buddy for almost a decade. He was my first dog. Like, he's not going to go anywhere. You know, this is my family. So, I mean, Boujii would be, we would both be devastated if without Bud. We need more years. We need all the years together. But, you know, I've only had Miles a few months, so I know it would be easier to rehome him. And yeah, if he's just a liability now where he's going to attack anyone that comes near me, obviously I don't want him to have to be put down. So I have to just, that's one day at a time. Okay. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Right now, let's just get Buddy taken care of. Let's keep driving to South Dakota. Let's get a driver's license. Let's get a new ATM card. Let's sell some t-shirts, sell some stuff. We're going to get through this, and it's going to be okay. And I thank you for the support and the love. And I really got to figure out what I'm going to do about these mosquito bites. I cannot stop. I can't stop. Okay.